Good morning. This is the Great Basin Fire Potential Briefing, Sunday, July 31st, closing out the month. And again, the biggest issues will be the first 24 hours, probably today. We still continue with the record heat or near record heat. We see the areas in red. We see the monsoonal storms, which are pushed southwards across Utah, uh, being transported back northwestwards along the Sierra Front in western Nevada, and the northern fringe of that will have higher cloud bases and drier lightning. That is our main concern. These areas have been very dry with record heat for about the past week or so. And as that moisture curves back northwards, that same concern for parts of the drier areas of southwest Idaho. Um, but deeper monsoonal moisture will actually produce flooding rains in many areas across central Nevada and into parts of southern Utah. The heaviest concentration where we have the solid color, a mix of wet and dry lightning on the fringes. Uh, that will all not be concerned because by Tuesday, a large monsoonal enhanced air mass overspreads the region. Not no real concentrated areas of rain, but everybody will have higher humidity above 20 or 25%. Everybody stands a chance of at least a brief shower during the course of the day. So our fire danger goes down significantly as we go towards the middle of the week. Had a lot of lightning in the south and east again yesterday. Again, fuels there have been moistened up, and a lot of these rains were on the wetting side. Did have some new starts on the small side where you see the red circles, otherwise recent fires in the yellow. And observe precipitation over the past 7 days. You can see how much we've had these greenish to yellow shades, anywhere from a half inch to an inch and a half of rain. A lot of that started poking into parts of southern Nevada. It will start making a turn up into Nevada today. And you can see how dry it's been over much of western Nevada and into western Idaho. And that's our concern as the leading edge of those storms and that lightning starts hitting some of these very dry areas. You can see the critical 100-hour fuels of 5% or lower is shrinking, is retreating further to the west and to the north, but still a concern. Satellite imagery shows that deep plume of monsoonal moisture already advancing northwards across California and western Nevada, and that'll be the trend enhanced, that southerly transport enhanced by this closed low off the northern California coast. So for later this afternoon, there's a transport of monsoonal moisture. And notice where that deep green turns into a grayish shade. That is our concern where lightning will be on the drier side. So we have issued high risk for parts of the Sierra Front and parts of western Nevada at this point. We don't know how far north it'll go. Chances are not covering much of the northwestern Nevada PSA for today. We'll keep an eye on that. Humidity, of course, very dry in northwestern Nevada, but it comes up very quickly across the southern half of the region. Still dry up in Idaho. Winds really not a concern. These are all outflow boundaries from thunderstorms themselves. And this is this map on the left is the thunderstorm coverage. You can see it a lot more moisture here. These olive greens are about a tenth to a quarter of an inch, but these little popcorn kernels you see through here, this is spotty precipitation, which will be on the drier side. So that's where we have the highest risk for dry lightning. Fuels here further across central Nevada are much more moist. So it's this northwestern fringe here that we are most concerned about. Now, the monsoonal plume deepens on Monday, starts shifting further north. Because it's going into the first day of lightning here in northwest Nevada and southwest Idaho, we have issued high risk. Even though the humidity will start coming up, new starts could quickly gain dozens or even a couple of hundred acres under the right conditions and the right strike. So we have a concern with that. Otherwise, a lot more green and yellow starting to come up on the map. You see the humidities in the Tahoe Basin area, Reno, already 34%, getting into the upper teens to low 20s as you get into far northern Nevada, but still that western Idaho area, still low humidity, upper single digits to low teens, and that's where spotty precipitation will be occurring here over the Owahis and a bit further up here just north of Boise, and again spotty across northwestern Nevada to keep an eye on that. But that plume of moisture continues to overspread the area on Tuesday. Lots of monsoonal moisture still pushing northward. So again, the third day of cloud cover and higher humidity. Any brown PSAs turn yellow. The greens overspread more of the region. You see the minimum humidity here on the right-hand side. Hard to find any place that has humidity below 20%. And averaging 20 to 30% for minimum humidity just means any fire activity will diminish greatly. So even some of these winds we see here off the Uintas, high humidity, not a real concern. 3-day precipitation totals tell the story. Very heavy rains, maybe some flooding in these areas in blue, a ½ inch to an inch and a half of rain. The dark greens are a quarter to a ½ inch. That covers a lot of areas through here as well. So again, no big concerns. And we're in this area of black here. This is still a monsoonal air mass under this reestablishing four corners high. So as long as our humidity colors are in the black or light greenish shade in here, and we don't see these tannish shades interject, we are not going to dry out. So you can see our 7-day colors stay kind of pat, and actually there'll be more regenerating showers Thursday. Friday, that monsoonal push even deepens some more, and by Saturday, we see again most areas in the green, some yellow. So again, this is kind of a halftime break for us here in the Great Basin, but we do finally start to see some drier air punching into our northern areas by next weekend. 7-day precipitation totals for just about everybody. Lighter in Idaho, but definitely south of the Idaho border, moderate to heavy rains in a lot of areas. The 8 to 14 day, this takes us into the second week of August, and still on the right hand side, an extremely strong monsoonal signal. So there is a chance that some of this wetness will continue for the foreseeable future. We'll see on that. This concludes our briefing. Have a great day.